Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Myers' kick is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, Wilson. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Throwing is Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy, and that particular play just came from the outside.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and complete to Zach Ertz.
Wilson.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking deep for his tight end. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Here's Akers. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability, with can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield, be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
20-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Buying time to his left.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down.
Patrick Queen.
They'll run this with Akers. And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. They'll throw complete to Cam Akers. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the...
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Austin
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there.
Set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
32-yard line.
Again, Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
The 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
From the contact. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
31-yard attempt.
Lakers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and now it's third down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
At the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he connects with Ertz. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
Boston Cyber set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Right back to Dobbins on first. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The tackle.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Back to Brown, this time complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Going right back to Akers, pushing through the contact. Oh, what a juke into space. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Let's go, D. Mark 56. Mark 56. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 36. 36. Check 24. Okay.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
3rd down and 10.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. 20, and he's able to find Diggs. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 38, Ravens 12. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
8-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.